Hey everyone, welcome back to Off the Trails Outdoors. I'm Ed, and today we're kicking off the season with one of my favorite rituals, starting up my Central Boiler Classic Edge 550 wood furnace for the first time of the year. There's something special about this time of the year, when the leaves start to change and the air gets that crispiness that signals winter is on its way. It's also the perfect time to make sure your heating setup is ready to keep your home cozy and warm all season long. In this video, I'll walk you through the entire process, from checking the system and getting the wood ready, to firing it up and making sure everything is running smoothly. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a curious newcomer, I hope to share some tips and tricks to make your experience as enjoyable as mine. So grab a warm drink and let's dive into the world of outdoor wood heating. Let's get started.
Hey guys, thanks for coming back. It's Ed from Off the Trails Outdoors. Today is the best day for an outdoor wood boiler owner. Okay, it's October 20th, 9 a.m., Sunday. It's 40 degrees out. The evenings are getting very chilly. The next few days are going to be in the 60s, but in the evenings where the temperature drops. So it's a perfect time to get this boiler rolling. So I'm going to kind of walk you through what I do to get started as an outdoor wood boiler owner. First, I want to show you a few upgrades that I have done to my setup. I've got a switch here. I recently added two LED 150 watt lights, and these lights really light this place up. So when I come out at night, I do have a motion sensor on the building that turns on so I can see coming out, flick the switch, and it's blindingly bright. So that's something pretty cool that I'm looking forward to using this year. So I do have a job where I don't like going in smelling like smoke every day. A lot of the times when you open these boilers up, you'll get hit with some smoke. I did wire up a big industrial fan. So before I open the door, I'm going to click the dial, and then this fan will take that smoke, hopefully, and blow it out of the way so I don't end up smelling like a charcoal grill all day. I've got my third upgrade, and I'm not sure how this is going to work. I have two thermostats that are Wi-Fi that I can view with my phone, and they're connected right to my inlet and return. So I'll be seeing how hot the water is coming in and how hot it's coming out of the boiler. So I'll be able to, from a distance, check my water temperature. I didn't want to spend $800 for the central boiler Wi-Fi rapid fire, but I wanted to try something, and this is something I'm going to try for this year. So I'm going to walk you around the boiler first, take you to the front. So what I'll be getting the fire started with today is I've got some bark and some boxes and some papers from the house. I have a wheelbarrow full of wood, and that's just gonna gauge how much wood I'm gonna be using on the startup. The chamber is all cleaned out. So I had issues with my side air channels, and that's all cleaned out. This is probably the cleanest this wood boiler has looked for as long as I've owned it. So I'm very happy about that. So I also have the reaction chambers all cleaned out. I did add a new door seal to it. So we're ready to go. So first, I'm gonna come back to the back. So I do have my bucket off the top of my stack. And the first thing I normally do is I get in here to the back and just make sure everything's cleared out. So I'm just going to simply chip all some soot that's fallen down from the top of the chimney. That'll do throughout the summer. And we should be good to go. My only complaint with my unit is the newer 550s or 556s or whatever they are have an access panel back here to where you can access and clean out the heat exchangers. This unit doesn't have that. It's a 2017 model. But what I have to do is I have to stick this rod in the back, and there are chains in there, and I'm just going to make sure everything's freed up. You can probably hear those chains in the back. So that all sounds good. Everything's freed up. Get my stick back out. Get my lid back on tight. For those of you that are new to the channel, I do have my outdoor wood boiler underneath a roof. It can sometimes be smoky, but I really do love coming out in the wintertime or when it's raining and not get wet. So I do have a 12 by 24 woodshed that's pretty much full of seasoned hardwood with the classic edge. You have to burn seasoned wood. So there's my shed. And I've had this for a number of years. Okay, one other thing I do is I let a little bit of water out just to make sure there's no sediment. So there's a threaded cap and there's a valve. So I'm going to let this run just a little bit to make sure. I'm going to let it run wide open to make sure there's no sediment coming out. And as you can see, that's pretty clear. So that's a good sign. And then it's important to thread this cap in case your ball valve ever has a breakdown and starts leaking. This cap will save you. And then the other thing I do is check water level. And my water level is actually perfect. When I shut this, there'll be some dripping. And that's just the water dripping out of the tube. As you can see, it kind of start coming down. So I'm not going to turn on the wood boiler yet, but I am going to start stacking my wood in there evenly. I'm going to crib it. So you can kind of see I'm neatly cribbing the wood up, and I'm going to start putting some paper and more cardboard in the middle, and we're going to give her a light here. And this should help jumpstart things. So I'm going to find some random bark laying around, some cardboard, you name it. I'm going to test my fan while we're here. I would say that fan's working pretty darn good. Okay, I'm going to flick on the power switch, and that'll open up the solenoid and the damper. Should take a second. And there it goes. You'll see is 65 degrees. So current water temperature is 65 degrees, and then we'll have a DO sign on the panel, and what that means is the door is open. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to shut that bottom door. So it is 9:32 is the time, 65 degrees. Let's see how long it takes to heat this baby up. I'll get this boiler up to 180 degrees. Okay, we're going to shut the door. I'm going to let it cook. I ran out and got some 3-in-1 oil. I'm gonna oil my solenoid there in the wood boiler. Okay, I'm gonna check the fire and see if we can put some more wood in here soon. Okay, so I think I fixed that. That was a secondary reaction chamber. It was kind of dirty, and I gave it a little lubrication as well to see if that would fix it. So hopefully we'll be fine. Still a little loud, but I think we'll be okay. So 84 degrees water temperature and 301 heat reaction chamber. So it is now 9:53. So what we'll do is we'll kind of let this sit for a while, and then once we get to about 120, I will plug it in and get the pump circulating. Okay, 11:12. We're at 126 degrees water temp, and then 621. We're going to open the reaction chamber. So there's a good looking reaction chamber right there. So water temp right now 128. Reaction chamber is going to be 886. So this will be up to temp here within the hour or two. Okay, so that's my routine on getting the central boiler Classic Edge 550 rolling. Please drop in the comments below what kind of wood boiler you have, or if you have any plans on getting one, what model would you purchase. This unit's been very good to me. It is very efficient whenever it's working right. That's all I got for you today, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.